Welcome, greetings, and salutations to you all. In today's video, I am going to paint something on this. And this is an apron for someone, and that person asked me to draw something or paint something here for them. I did a digital drawing of Timon cooking up some delicious grubs, and just for the fun of it, I did finish the drawing with color and everything, and I was able to see like the colors, if they agreed with each other and everything like that. And here I'm just showing you guys the process of me drawing Timon. And in the end, I did change some things around, like the head tilt, I just tilted a bit more back, and the eyes I changed as well. I did take the line art and I printed it out. It was a bit too big for like an A4, so I had to like stick it together, but this is kind of the line art that came out of that drawing. And as you can see, this is kind of how it's going to look on this apron. And rather than like trying to draw it on this, I'm going to trace it kind of with this little gadget. You kind of like roll it. Well, first of all, you put this paper under it and then you roll this little thing, like if you have a straight line like that, and it like prints that line on the thing. And that is kind of what I'm going to do. So I am quickly going to trace this onto this, and then after I did that, I would just like, I'm probably gonna enhance some of the lines with this little pen, which is, it kind of makes like marks on the thing. So I'm gonna quickly trace this onto this. And the tracing is done. As you can see, the dots worked pretty well. It's you can see it like mostly the shapes and stuff. Parts where like the tufts are is a bit hard to understand it, but it is good enough. Now onto the paint, and of course I started with the biggest like space to paint just to get that out of the way. Otherwise it was gonna bother me the whole time. As you can see, I did make a small amount of like mistake. I just made the space a bit bigger on the leg area, and it wasn't supposed to be that big, but luckily it doesn't look too wonky. As you can probably notice, I'm taking this color for color and literally just making one color and then using that in all the places that it needs to be, and then just going on to the next color. Timon looked pretty cursed in the first few stages of this like painting process, but luckily after I added in the whites of the eyes and like the line art and stuff, he at least didn't look as cursed as he did without the whites of the eye. It was quite fun to paint on this apron since it's quite a very flat material, so there isn't like weird bumps that you would find on other materials, and it's kind of like a canvas material. It was quite nice to paint on. It's basically just like painting on an actual canvas. But of course, rather than being an actual canvas, it's just an apron. And with these last few details being painted, this is basically the end of this project, and today is quite a short video in comparison to my other videos, but I do love the outcome of this project. I love how it came out, and there are quite a few mistakes, but even with those mistakes, like where paint smudged or the lines wasn't as straight as I wanted it to be, even with those mistakes, I still love how it came out. To all of you who have watched till the end, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and if you didn't, please tell me why in the comments, and remember to have a wonderful day, to rest, drink some water, and to take care of yourself as well. See you in the next video.